Welcome to minute 10 of One More Minute. I hope you're all hanging in there. Wild that it's been 10 weeks. I feel like I say this every single week where I'm like, this is crazy. But I feel like 10 weeks is pretty big. We're almost at I guess 3 months of doing this then. Which is pretty cool. I feel like it's going by really quick. I'm enjoying this project because it's kind of easy to keep up with. I just record one video, put it out, and that's it, which is really nice. So it's really fun. I'm enjoying it so far. It's nice to just feel settled and kind of make this a place that's just settled, just yap and talk, and hopefully that's chill for you all that listen and watch. Yeah, I feel like I had the most successful weekend I feel like I've had in a really long time. I feel like weekends are so precious when it's only 2 days that you get off. And I'm always trying to the word isn't optimize, but it's I'm trying to get everything done that I want to be able to do in a weekend, and sometimes that's a lot of energy, sometimes it's doing absolutely nothing. But I feel like this past weekend I really nailed it, where it was I was productive, but there was no pressure to get anything done. It was just more doing it because I wanted to. And so I finished making these videos that are coming out in November, which was fun. And I did grocery shopping. Someone bought something out of my Etsy shop, which was so kind, because that's back open now. So if you're interested in looking at, it'll be crafts or templates and online templates through Notion, and stuff like that. You can look at Craftsy Wafsy Co. if you're interested. But someone bought something, which was really nice. So then I went to the post office that's down the road from me, which was this cute little shop. And I dropped that off, and it was just a really cute vibe on Saturday morning. And then, what did I do? Yeah, I was just, I don't remember what I did really, but I just remember feeling really good. It was yeah, working on editing the videos. I had some D&D in the evening, which was really fun. And then I had a dedicated Halloween night on Saturday night, because when I was grocery shopping I found these Halloween themed snacks. It was green and pink popcorn, probably off of Wicked, but it was apple and raspberry flavored popcorn, and the pumpkin shaped Reese's peanut butter cups, and the what else did I get? Halloween Oreos. I'm gonna drink water because my throat is tired. So yeah, I got those snacks, and I was I'm just gonna have the best Halloween night. And so I did that. I lit a pumpkin candle. I had some butternut squash ravioli, which was really nice. And I watched an Interview with the Vampire, the film, which I'd never seen before. So I watched that for the first time because I'm interested in watching the series that has been released. So yeah, just been doing that. And it was just super fun. It was really cozy, really nice, really enjoyable. And then Sunday I woke up and just, what did I do? I did something active. I edited a podcast episode in the morning, and then I repotted I had some baby plants that were growing in water that I needed to pot, so I potted those. And then I went to a pole class, which I hadn't been to in a while. And because I've been going to the gym again more consistently, I've been able to, I was actually able to do things on the pole, which felt really nice, so that was positive. Yeah, just an all-around great weekend of it was a mix of getting things done that I wanted to get done, that felt just creatively fulfilling, and also just chilling, no pressure. So that was really nice. It was just good vibes. And I think at the moment I have a lot of intentionality about bringing the best to my day. I can see my camera's reflection in my window right now. I've just noticed that. That's so funny. But yeah, I'm thinking about each day. I'm how do I want this day to be, and what can I do? Because it seems like I've got the energy to be how can I make this a good day for me? Which is really nice, because I feel sometimes things are too busy, or you don't have enough energy to kind of do that. And right now I feel really motivated to give myself that gift of this is what we're gonna do. and like maybe it takes a little more effort, but it feels good. So I love like themed cozy nights in, which I'm hoping to do again this upcoming weekend. There'll be time to watch Over the Garden Wall again. For any of you that aren't aware of Over the Garden Wall, it's this wonderful like autumn show that was, I think, through Cartoon Network, but it was made, it's like 11 episodes that are each 10 minutes long, so you can watch it in one sitting, really. And it's about these kids that, it's like on Halloween night, and they like hop over this wall, and then they encounter like a bunch of spooky things. So it's like really Halloween spooky vibes, cozy, really existential, and just like really good. And so I watch that every year along with a lot of my other friends. We just have an annual watch and then report back. And it's one of my tattoos here is from the show, where a character always goes, "Ain't that just the way?" And it's kind of like this form of like acceptance and rolling with it, which I really like. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that this weekend. It's been, yeah, just very chill. I feel like this month I've been able to like look ahead, like, which I like feel like I haven't been able to do in so long, to be like, I'm gonna look ahead, see what's coming up, and like kind of prep and plan myself for it, while also like being present in each day, which is very different, but it feels really nice. And like it feels like that's how life is like supposed to be led in a way, when you can get there. So yeah, we'll see how long it lasts. I'm just taking it as it goes, but it's really fun, having a great time. Yeah. Oh, and I just learned I've just discovered the word whimsigoth, which my friend had mentioned, and I'd never heard that word before. And then she was like, "No, that's like us." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, that's just been my style and my vibe for so long, and I've never had a word for it, so I couldn't figure out what it is I needed or wanted out of like clothing and just like decor and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, it's whimsigoth," which is a crazy word. But it's nice to be like, it feels like this is like one of the first times where I feel like a label has like freed me to be like, "Oh, I now like understand the avenue that I'm in, and I can like finally add things and be like, this is now what fits that, because that feels really good right now," which is really exciting. So I'm hoping, I've always struggled with my clothes in the fall and winter, just because it's like I think I don't have like longer things outside of hoodies, and like trousers. I don't know what to wear. I've got like 3 pairs of trousers that I just cycle through, which like isn't a bad thing, but I think it's like, in the terms of like expressing myself, I feel like I'm not able to really express myself very well with clothing during autumn and winter times. I'm just very much like bundled and don't want to talk to anyone. So I'd love to figure out how to incorporate this style into warmer clothes, which would be nice. So that's really fun and positive. Yeah, there's been this random story. There's been a spider that's been living in my room, under my MIDI keyboard that I have leaned up against the wall. And like, not a fan of spiders, but it wasn't really doing anything. Like, it would just kind of stay in the same spot. So like anytime I would come in, it would like run and hide. So I was like, okay, cool, that's amicable. But then I needed my MIDI keyboard, so I moved it, and it was tied to the cover I had on it, which I had dropped because it was hanging from there. It freaked me out. So I thought I killed it. And then it crawled up to the side of the wall like a day later and was like hanging by a web. And I was like, "Oh, you're alive. Okay." So then it was there and moving, and it was fine. But then a few days later, it like curled up like it was like dead. And I was like, "Oh, so you are dead now. Okay." But then it disappeared after that, and I haven't seen it since. So I'm just waiting on an update from that guy. We'll see. Just kind of disappeared. Maybe he packed house, I don't know. But yeah, that's all for me today. 10 minutes down. I hope you're doing okay. and I'll see you next week.